Which one would you like me to do first? 6. Anything other than 6? I'll check what 6 is first, okay, before I make a call on that. I'll do, yeah, 6 is, 6 is, yeah, yeah. I'll just do one of the more generic ones at the start, okay. Which one did I give you 4? Okay, well yeah, okay. So with 4 guys, we take away, see these angles here? We take them away from 180 and we should get a 44, isn't it? Now, when you know 2 sides and you know the angle in between, that means you're able to get the answer, okay? So you have a half AB sine C, a half 8 times 6 sine 44, and what you get for that? You put in the calculator? 16. We're doing question 4, Lee. 16.67. How did you know it was centimeters squared? Yeah, Declan, that's just that's the formula. And if you know any, you have to get 2 sides lined up and the angle in between. So A is either of the sides. It could be 6 or 8. B could be 6 or 8. And sine of the angle in between be sine 44. That's just smart typing it into your calculator. Okay. Now, go for another one. Question 6 was recommended. Yeah. Now, question 6. Once again, you find out what the third angle is. There's not enough information at the moment. Find out what the third angle is. What do we get? What type of triangle does this make this? Isosceles, which makes that a length of 9. Yes? If it's opposite the same angle size, it has to be the same length. See the way, if I was to draw out this angle, see the way, where does it start and end? It starts and ends on the 9. Okay, if I do the same thing to the other one, the other angle of 74, it starts and ends along the 9, so they have to be opposite the same size of sides. And when 2 angles are the same size, yeah, they'll be facing a side of the same size. So see the way the 74 and the 74 are the same size? That means the side they're looking at has to be the same size. I added the other 2 angles up and took it away from 180. I was given 32 and 74, and I added them up, took away from 180 to find out that the other angle was 74 as well. Makes an isosceles triangle. Okay. Do we know 2 sides and the angle in between? So area is a half AB sine C, which is going to be a half 9 times 9, and what you get? 21.46 centimeters squared. Yeah. Okay, we good with that? No, always sine, never cos. Okay. Does now? Now, what we have next is these ones here. What did I give you? Question A or question 8? Now, and 9. Now, there's 2 ways to do question A. Question A can be done 2 different ways, okay? And I'll explain why. See these double lines here? It means all sides are worth 5. That in turn means all angles are worth 60. So you could do it 2 ways. The first way to do it is a half AB sine C, which is a half 5 times 5 sine C being sine 60. And you put that in the calculator and what you get? 10.82? A 3. Now, that's one way of doing it. Okay? And the other way of doing it is to do the, you can do A plus B plus C. There's another formula. I'll try it that way in a second as well. No, either way. Whichever is quicker. Yeah, I know, but eventually you'll be forced to use the other way. So, yeah. I mean, for this question, you can do it both ways, but the other way, you do actually have to know it, no matter what. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this for a second. Keep that 10.83 where it is, because I reckon that's going to be my answer. Now, there's another way of doing stuff like this, okay? The way is like this. It's area, and I'll do it in blue here. Area equals square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Everybody happy with that? Now, you have to find out what some random value S is. The random value S, anybody remember it? A plus B plus C all over 2. Now, what does A plus B plus C stand for? All the sides added together. It doesn't in this case, it's 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is 15 over 2. What is 15 over 2? 7.5. Then you throw it into the area formula, and we can make this a bit shorter on ourselves. I'll show you how to make it a bit shorter. Okay, that's S. What's S? Okay, the next one is 7.5 minus A. What's 7.5 minus 5? So you can just write down 2.5, 2.5 again, and if anybody's not sure what I did there was I replaced S with 7.5, and each one of the sides, they're all worth 5 each. So in every bracket it's 7.5 minus 5, which gets to be 2.5. Can somebody put that into the calculator? 10.83 as well. It didn't matter which way we did it. We get 10.83 either way. Now, in keeping with that, I'm about to reuse this formula for this triangle here. Question 9. Okay, let's leave it there for a second. Okay, anybody tell me what type of triangle question 9 is? How did you know it was isosceles? And how did you know that? Right, little indication. Okay. Now that we have that done, you have 3 sides and no angles. Can you use a half AB sine C? No angles. So you got to use these formulas up here. So you're going to go for the S formula first. What do you want A, B and C to be? A is 9, B is 9, C is 4. So what we're going to get, S equals 9 plus 4 all over 2. 9 plus 9, 18 plus 4 divided by 2, 11. Okay, then we're going to use the A formula. What's the A formula? See if I can get it. There we go. That's that button. There we are there. Okay, so we have all our information, so it's going to be there. You should move over here and get out of my way. There we go. Look at that board control, lads. Amazing. Now, what are we going to do here? 11 minus 9 would be 2. 11 minus 9 again. And then 11 minus 4. 7. Now what do you think A could be then? Yeah. Huh? 2 root 77. 17.5. Yeah. Squared. Alright. 5 centimeters squared. Everybody happy enough with that? Yes, that one. Did you? But yeah. So we've done 8, 9, and 6. What? Okay, 6, 8, 9. Now. Now, in these ones, they give you sort of a variable description as opposed to giving you the diagram. So it's your job to create the diagram, and then we'll find out what happens, right? So what you're looking at is, it says BC is 8, AC is 10, angle ACB. I'd concentrate on drawing the angle ACB first. So this means A to C to B. And that angle there has to be what? Oh, sorry, I'm doing question 11. So 48. Now, it says that BC is 8 centimeters. AC is going to be 10. Now, AC is 10, yeah? And then we got to look out for what AB might be. Is that right? Now, I know what to do. Tan. And the reason why you wouldn't do that, would you? Tan. Don't do the opposite. What do you ask for anyway? Ask for the area of the triangle. So sine, cosine, tan. Reasonably irrelevant. You need to check up what formula you're going to use. Do I have two sides and the angle in between? Yes. So I'm going to use, what am I going to use? Yeah. I have 8 times 10, sin what? What you get? Okay. Centimeters. Okay. Reasonably easy. Only thing different is the variable description. Okay. Now, gets a bit harder. As an example with question 12. What's the big deal about question 12? Doesn't give you any angles. What's the longest side? Alright, we'll call this one 14. That can be x to y. Anything else? X to z. 9. Z to y. 11. No angles. Your method is that you won't be able to do it here because it's not isosceles. So there's only one choice now. What is that choice? Okay, so you're going to do A plus B plus C all over 2. And you got 9 plus 11 plus 14 all over 2. Should be 7 then. Okay, then you're going to write down your formula. You're going to label them. A is 9, B is 11, C is 14. Or any other variation of that, any other combination. Then you're going to write down your area formula. Anybody remember the area formula? B S minus C. Do you need to learn that off by heart? Well, some of you do, but some of you don't. Depends who has the old tables there. Now, what we get next is this, guys. We get 7 in. 7 in minus A. 7 in minus 9. 9 is 8. 7 in minus B. 7 in minus 11. And then finally 7 in minus 14. 3. And then put that into the calculator. Was it? 49.47. Okay. Yeah. 48.